you want to mount a nice TV above a fireplace, putting a real gas unit underneath it is basically asking to slow roast your electronics. Heat rises and it's gotta go somewhere. But going electric usually means flooding the whole room with this fake pouring light show. Now there is an actual right answer between the two, so today I'm breaking down the actual safety risks of gas, the difference in how these units distribute heat, and the specific systems that will let you build a high-end media wall without frying your gear or looking incredibly cheap.
A quick heads up, I have put affiliate links in the description for everything we're covering. If you use them, I do earn a commission at no extra cost to you, which helps support the channel.
So for most of modern history, if you were building out a nice living room and wanted that fireplace that doesn't ruin the vibe, gas was basically your only option. But with how homes are built these days, there's a ton to do before even ordering the unit. So let's look at the actual math of putting a real gas unit in. See, if your house wasn't built with a dedicated gas line sitting exactly where you want the fireplace set up, first is you gotta pay a plumber to come and rip up your floorboards or punch through your foundation just to route the fuel. That is easily $800 straight up before they even hook anything. Add in the custom venting, routing the exhaust outside, the mandatory city inspections so your home doesn't blow up, and the labor alone is gonna cost you anywhere from $2 to about $3 grand. Before you even buy the actual gas insert, you're down a good $6 or $7 grand easy just on the plumbing and the labor. So just for the sake of their wallets, people tend to want to lean electric. A standard electric unit just runs off a normal 120 volt outlet. Build a little box frame out of some 2x4s, slide the box in, plug it into the wall. You're looking at maybe $500 in labor if you hire a guy to frame it, or basically free if you own a saw and a drill. That's practically nothing in comparison, and it frees up a ton of your budget to go buy a proper high-end fireplace instead of blowing it all on black iron pipes and gas valves. The problem is, if you don't know what you're looking for, you could end up permanently framing a glowing plastic toy into a $10,000 custom wall. But the bills ain't done here, because the trick with gas fireplaces is that you don't only pay for them once, right? Remember, you're actively burning fossil fuels inside your living room. If you don't want to choke to death, you'll have to pay a tech a couple of $100 a year just to come out, scrub the soot off the burners, and make sure the exhaust isn't actually leaking carbon monoxide into your house. And that is forever, by the way. Don't roll the dice on your own safety. Plus, oh gosh, the air quality here. Even those ventless gas units, they just dump all the exhaust right back into the room you're sitting in. Actually, states like California and Massachusetts, they have already banned them because they suck so much oxygen out of the space and at best just give you a really bad headache. Plus, that front glass, it will get really hot, like up to 500 degrees. If you have a kid or a dog, you have to be on your guard all winter to make sure nobody accidentally brands themselves. With electric, obviously all that just disappears. There's no combustion, so you ain't poisoning your own air, and the glass stays cool to the touch. You do not have to babysit it. And for maintenance, well, that kind of depends on the type. We'll get into that, but you sure as heck ain't sweeping chimneys or pressure testing lines. Just remember to wipe the dust off the glass every few months so it still looks good. And actually, speaking of heat, we do have to talk about how these things actually heat the room, because gas is massive overkill. Like a standard gas fireplace blasts out something like 60,000 BTUs. That is insane, clinically. If you turn that on to watch a nice Disney movie, you'll be sweating through the couch and having to crack a window to let the heat in before the main character's parent eventually inevitably dies. It is a Disney movie, after all. Point is, a gas fireplace is the definition of inefficiency. Like, you are literally paying to heat the neighborhood in the dead of winter. Electric units top out around 5,000 BTUs, which I know sounds weak, but it's actually exactly what you want. It's called zone heating. Basically, what you can do is drop the main thermostat for the whole house down to like 65, right? Let the electric fireplace heat just the living room you're actually sitting in. So you ain't wasting energy heating empty bedrooms, and that actually knocks a decent chunk off your utility bill. Okay, so moral of the story, electric is clearly cheaper, no question, right? Yet people still consider dropping 7 grand on a gas line anyway. Why? Well, it's what happens when you actually sit down on the couch and turn the overhead lights off. Because with a standard electric insert, fact is you ain't looking at fire, okay? It's a harsh neon orange LED light. Like, you could literally sit there and count the seconds until the exact same fake flame pattern repeats itself. And when the room is quiet, you can actually hear that cheap little rotisserie motor inside the drywall. It goes like a little tick right over the audio of whatever movie you're watching. It completely shatters all the illusion. So yeah, you saved 5 grand on the plumbing, but you ruined the room. Now, there's definitely ways around this. You just gotta get creative. Like, there's this cool new tech coming out right now. It's called holographic projection. And I'll just quickly highlight one of the companies that's working on this, MagikFlame. They built what is essentially a solid-state computer projecting actual video of real fire onto a physical 3D log set inside the glass. It's pretty sick. I have one in the living room here. You actually see the depth, the smoke, the embers popping. It really does fool your brain the exact same way a real gas fire would. But you don't have to rip your roof open to vent it or pay a guy to clean soot off the glass every winter. And let's say you're mounting a TV right above the mantle. Well, like I said, gas units essentially just slow roast the screen, and man, tech does not like heat. Because heat rises, and every bit of that 500 degrees is gonna creep straight up the drywall and bake the internal circuit boards. By the way, actually, manufacturers are well aware of this, which is why mounting it over a gas fireplace usually voids your TV's warranty outright. Now, an electric setup like MagikFlame uses an internal infrared heater with a blower that will push the warm air straight toward your couch. It doesn't just drift up the wall. You can actually mount a $2,000 OLED completely flush right above the mantle, run the heat on max all winter, and the bottom edge of your screen won't even get warm. Basically, it won't force you to pick between having a nice fire and actually keeping your electronics alive. And being a computer, it actually has some pretty cool tricks that you just can't do with gas. For one, gas is actually pretty silent. Aside from that low, weird, like hissing sound of the fuel line, a real wood fire, it crackles, it pops. And since the MagikFlame is running off video, it has a built-in sound system that will play the actual audio that they recorded from the real fires. You get the real crackle of the logs. Plus, because you can completely separate the heat from the visuals, you can turn the heater totally off in the middle of July, but keep the fire running just for the vibe. Heck, they can even push out Wi-Fi updates to it. Technology really is taking over everything. If they film a new style of fire or like tweak the audio, it can update overnight. You ain't stuck with the exact same flames for the next 10 years. So all in all, the choice isn't really just about gas or electric, it's about what you're actually trying to build. Like if you live in a cabin in Alaska and you need off-grid heat to survive the winter, obviously go get a gas line. Please do not put freezing to death on my conscience. But if you're building a modern living room or custom media wall, there's absolutely zero reason to pay a plumber $7 grand just to rip open your walls and run a gas pipe. Take that plumbing money and put less than half of it into a high-end holographic unit. You get the exact look of a real fire without poisoning your air, roasting your TV, or paying a guy to clean soot off your glass every single winter. If you're mapping out your living room right now and you want to see what size would fit your wall, I'll leave an affiliate link for MagikFlame down in the description. It won't cost you anything extra. In fact, it almost certainly will get you some deals that you won't see on their website, but we might get a little commission off of it. It just really helps us keep making these videos for y'all. Also, if you're a brand yourself and you'd like to work with us or sponsor a future video, you can reach out using our email that I'll also leave down in the description. And seriously, guys, thank you so much for sticking around. If you've got any questions at all, like about my setup or electric fireplaces in general, drop them down in the comments. I'll do my best to answer as many as I can. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.